Welcome to another episode of the Festy Hub Podcast. For today's episode, I'm bringing in a special guest. Her name is Domenique. She goes by DPlurPrincess, and we're going to be talking about her transition from influencer content creator to DJ producer. She's been doing a lot of music, and I kind of want to talk about her whole journey, who she got help with, how did she get started, what did she go do, what did she look for, and stuff like that. But before we get started with today's episode, we will be doing our 4 shout outs. For this episode, I have Lauren Hutzel. She is a content creator. She makes tons of great fashion videos. She also owns a store. But the reason I am shouting her out is because she got engaged. Lauren Hutzel is an amazing human. We love her, and congrats on getting engaged. If you guys are interested in her IG, it's Lauren_Hutzel. Number 2, we have a DJ, which is More Kismet. More Kismet's IG is just More Kismet, and he will be the youngest DJ producer artist to be playing at EDC Las Vegas. He played at Lollapalooza. He's up and coming. He's definitely doing very well, especially for his age. Definitely worth looking into. Catch him while he's rising. Number 3 is Radiate. Radiate is an app for the community. It kind of helps you see what festivals are happening, helps you connect with other people that are going to those festivals. You can match with them. You can make squads. You can communicate. It's an app for ravers by ravers. Definitely download it. If you're interested on their IG, it's Radiate the World. Amazing company. I work with them sometimes on giveaways, meetups. They're all about the community. Love them. Number 4 is Eric Toro. Eric Toro is a good friend of mine. He has been very helpful through my entire journey of vlogging, podcasting now. Always lends me an ear whenever I need to talk about something, when I need to get ideas. I met him a few years ago for EDC Orlando. He's usually the guy that helps me with my meetups, holds my cameras, takes those pictures. He's definitely a huge supporter when it comes to me trying to do some community stuff at these festivals. So I wanted to give him a quick little shout out. All those 4 are content creator, DJs, brand, business, and supporting friend. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, also all this information will be in the description below. But let's get started with the podcast. All right, so I'd like to welcome Domenique. She goes by DPlurPrincess. If you want to say hi.
Hey.
So she's our guest for today. She is an influencer, content creator, gone DJ. So she's going to be talking to us. A producer, making music. She's on a whole roll. I'm definitely very happy to have you on the podcast. If you wouldn't mind, Domenique, for those of them that don't know you, would you care to explain who you are?
Yeah, so I mean, basically you just said it. I am a content creator, promoter. I don't really like the word influencer because the stigma around it, but kind of gone DJ, producer. I kind of wasn't really planning on DJing too much. I was really hoping to be like a vocalist because I sing and then learn how to make my tracks, but I just really found like a love for mixing and like performing, and I kind of realized like if I was gonna sing, like how was I really gonna perform without learning how to mix. And I kind of wanted to have the ability to create my own thing and do it all kind of versus on relying on someone else to make my music and me having to be brought up on stage to sing with them. So I decided I want to do everything. So it didn't always start off that way. Definitely didn't have an easy life to get me here. That's why I decided so late that I wanted to actually do it, but very thankful for the journey. Very happy to be here.
Where are you from, or where are you at?
So I was born in for more of a people don't really know Florida too well. So I was born basically in Tampa, Florida. And right now I'm just visiting family in Virginia because I've been bouncing around after quitting my job to start pursuing music.
That's so awesome. A couple questions for just the viewers and the listeners who don't know much about you. Why DPlurPrincess out of all the names? What made you choose or go that route of branding that name?
Right. So I originally just wanted to be Plur Princess. Like I really didn't even want this to be anything. I just wanted a creative Instagram name that went with EDM, with the culture. And I just really like the ring to Plur Princess. Like it just was like cute to me. I was probably like 20 at the time when I did it too. So like
How old are you now?
I'm 24. Okay. I didn't start doing influencing till about like 23, 22, 20, 22. I was 22 when I started doing like the content creating that like led here. I got off track. What was the question?
You're answering why DPlurPrincess.
Okay, cool. So, but I had to put the D in front of it because someone took Plur Princess. Rude. They don't even use the account. I tried to like talk to Instagram. Instagram doesn't give a heck about us, so they obviously didn't get back to me. But so I stuck with DPlurPrincess, and honestly, like that's what people call me anyways. And like a lot of people do call me Plur Princess, but like it's usually DPlurPrincess. So it was nice because I was able to like kind of keep it like original to me versus just like Plur Princess.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting the D. So
nothing wrong with it. I mean, we support queens and kings who get the D.
Yes, we do. So why the pink hair?
I honestly, the pink hair is another thing that kind of came to me. I was just like, so I finished cosmetology school, like cut off all my hair, had a pixie cut, because like my hair, like ever since I was younger, I always colored my hair. My hair was really fried and damaged. So like on my weight loss journey, sorry, that was probably really unattractive. On my weight loss journey, I was kind of like taking the like cutting all my hair off as like a metamorphosis, for myself. And then I decided that like I still want to do fun things with my hair, but not actually like damage my hair.
Right.
And so I was wearing wigs, and I did a bunch of like really fun like purple and pink hair. But then I just started doing pink so much that like I just really started to love it. And then like people just kind of started to like know me by the pink hair. So I liked having an identifier.
That is true. I definitely can spot you a mile away. I look for pink hair when I'm at festivals. I'm like, oh, where the hell did she go?
There she is. Exactly. And I love that. That's so fun because I like meeting people. I like talking to people. I enjoy it. I want people to see me and be like, oh my God, I know her. Let me go say hi. So like, because like when I'm grooving and I'm having a good time, like I want to have a good time with other people. Like if I'm not at an event, you know, there's like a good chance I'm alone. And so like I have so much loneliness that like, that's why it's so important to me to meet people, because I don't like being lonely. I don't really think anybody likes being lonely. I'll deal with it, but I just like, so like I got the pink hair. I was wearing the wigs for the better half of a year. And then it wasn't until some really extreme life changes happened to me, and I was like, it was really hard to get through my days. And I was like dragging myself to events, dragging myself to go hang out with my friends, dragging myself just to like live. And if I could barely make it there, you know, damn well I wasn't putting on no wig. So,
oh my God, especially when you had to like get your wig ready. I remember you were like, oh, give me like an hour. I'm like, what do you mean an hour?
That's just to get the wig ready. That isn't even that's not even the application, dog. Like, and so like, but I knew how to do it all because of cosmetology school, and I knew how to maintain it and all that stuff. So I was like, let me just do that. But then life was like, so I'm like, ugh. And so on an impulse, I just like the safest way I possibly could, which is using a 20 volume to lighten your hair. People talk to your cosmetologist about it. Using a 20 volume to lighten, and then I applied Pulp Riot that does not use a developer, and again, talk to your cosmetologist about it. And now instead of like recoloring, I just use a color depositing shampoo, and my hair is never not vibrant, and it's a beautiful thing.
I mean, I wear like the Rave Dora wigs, and I have like this warp wig, and I wear wigs, and no way in hell can I literally wore that. I wore that shit for Ubby Dubby, and that was exhausting. Just like sweating through that wig. I'm like, no, I don't know how you do it.
I remember because that was the first time, like that was my first outing with my pink hair, and I'm like, you're whack. I would not be.
Yeah, hell no, I'll never do that again. I don't know how Rave Dora does it either. I'm like, It's just too hot. I could see it for like regular festivals, but it was like I don't want to wear a wig for like pictures normally. I mean, those pictures did turn out pretty good though. But
your pictures always turn out good. You're great.
thank you. You are too.
Oh wow.
Thank
you.
Let's start with the beginning. So how old were you when you went to your first rave or festival?
So I had just turned 17.
Jesus, and that was like an all ages or 16 plus rave,
16
or
plus, yeah.
was it a rave or a festival?
It was Life in Color. It was a festival.
I've never been.
Miami.
Is that the one where like they
You would hate
paint?
it. You get so dirty. You would freaking.
Is it
you would
dirt
have a panic
or
attack.
paint?
Well, I mean, you're painty and you're sweaty and like.
I'd rather not. It's just.
Yeah, I know.
Could you imagine getting like your cell phone
yes,
like painted on?
I could. Yes, actually. Thank you.
It sounds terrible. Imagine trying to grab your wallet with full of paint in your hand. Oh man.
Well, you just have to put in like a plastic bag.
Or just never use it, I guess. Leave it at home.
Just you don't need it. I could only imagine you with your freaking GoPro. Oh my god.
Oh, I would be so mad if I got paint on my GoPro. I'd be so mad. Like how long have you been listening to EDM? Has it been like a new thing? Is this because like Instagram blew up and then you did it, or have you been listening to EDM your entire like life? Or
so I would say that I got into EDM through this person. It's like old friend of mine in high school. He like sent me this song. And I don't remember what it was called, but it's like, if I die, fuck it, I want to go to hell because I'm a piece of shit and it ain't hard to fucking tell.
Yep,
and then it would start like breaking out. Yeah, okay. So I got into it because of that song. And so I started listening to it more and more. And when I was in high school was when Skrillex came out with Cinema. And so that blew up and that like, well, I was like, yo, I really do. Like, and I've already been listening to it for probably like a year prior. I don't know the difference between when those two songs came out or like what. But I would already been like listening to it. And so like then once Skrillex came out and probably once I went to Life in Color, it was like an everyday all the time thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow. So yeah, I didn't start listening to EDM until I was 21, I think. 20.
Ooh, wow, nice.
I started.
You were probably 21 when I was 17, right?
I think you were like 15 when I was 21.
Exactly. So.
Yeah, yeah. I was
late if you think about it. I was just early.
You know, when I was first getting introduced to EDM, it was techno because my buddy, he's the one that introduced kind of like he's the one that introduced that noise to me. And I was like, dude, this sounds like like a game of Tetris, like or Mario.
I didn't like techno for the longest time. I did not start liking like techno and like tech house until probably when I started dating my last boyfriend, because like he knew like good music to introduce me to. But besides that, it was like all dubstep all the time.
Yeah, this was like Asian techno. He was like having me listen to, and I was like, dude, this is like really bad music. It was like
it probably wasn't that bad. You just weren't familiar with EDM, so it's really hard to like get into it.
I'm thinking back, and it sounded like trash.
No, it just sucked.
It was like beep, 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 beep. I'm like, well, dude, this sounds like I could do this with my cell phone.
Well, maybe you could.
I probably could. I actually have witnessed a dude actually DJ using his cell phone.
Good for him. Was it on Record Box?
No, it was like his cell phone.
But was the app on like how?
Oh, the app? Yeah, I have no idea. It was an app that had just like squares in it, and he would just press the buttons to make music.
Oh, okay. So I like a pad.
Kind of. It was so
like
weird.
A beat pad.
It was exactly. Actually, it was like a beat pad on a cell phone.
On the app, yeah.
And that's how he made the music, and
that's how I first started like trying to make music. I was like, I don't have any damn money, like I don't need my phone. But then I ended up getting everything that I needed, so it worked out.
So what festivals have you been to after COVID? Let's talk about that. COVID. Yeah, we're limiting the list because I know there's a lot, right? So I would hate it if we asked me all the festivals I've been to.
We would be on this call until like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, there's 100 plus festivals I've been to, so I can understand.
Hair.
No hair for me, but
no hair for me. So let's see. I got back from COVID, or quarantine kind of lifted. Bands kind of like chilled out. There's still like a pandemic happening, but quarantine obviously isn't as much as a thing. So once the ban was like lifted on events, I went to my first event was Synchro Festival by Synchro Events. Those are homies in Florida. Shout out. And then after that was Ubby, right? Because that was your first festival
Yeah,
back, my
that was
second.
yep,
Yeah.
sure was.
So then after that it was Ubby Dubby. After Ubby was SMF or Forbidden.
Gosh, I can't even remember. SMF.
SMF. Then after SMF it was Forbidden. I might need to look at my phone for this. Hold on one second.
Because I know you've been to a few like almost like hidden gem type festivals where like no one really knows.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Those were the ones that I like. Being like a person who has just been in festivals for so long, I really feel like the hidden gems are like where you find like a true vibe, true people, like true new music that is like underground and not so like mainstream. And that's like fun. That's what makes it fun, because then it's like you have your own groove. And so I just love that.
I know you went to Soundhaven.
That was the most recent one. I'm looking at my photos right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we were pretty much in order. It was then it was after Ubby, SMF, Forbidden Kingdom, and then after that it was scrolling, keep that body scrolling.
Well, we don't want to we don't want to have a podcast full of you humming.
I mean, I like humming. So, and then it was Asteria.
Asteria, that's right. Oh,
it was a little bit of a mess, but you know, all you can do is hope that, you know, the festivals that are not big and not like that don't have a bunch of funding are just going to do better each year. And you just have to really remain like aware.
Yeah,
and protect yourself.
I wish I went to Asteria with you, especially since
Asteria was a lot of fun. It really was. I really enjoyed it.
Especially since Radiate was giving us a free ticket. I was like, oh, this is like it's just the flight situation with going to Florida. Just can't risk it.
No,
I've been stuck there twice already this year alone. Like, I just can't.
Right. And then I've gone to like a lot of shows like out of state, because I have a lot of homies that like, you know, will like bring me out or like guest list me, and like I'll just like drive up or something like that. But so then Asteria, and then I guess Soundhaven was the next one, and then now we're going to Base Canyon.
Base Canyon. So I will not be going to Base Canyon. Got told yesterday that I am approved. All my flights are booked. I am now going to Germany tomorrow, Monday. But I'll guess what? I'm gonna bring you back a souvenir, because that's the kind of friend I am. And it's going to be great. And I'm going to miss you guys at Base Canyon. But there is still a 0.1 chance that I might still go to Base Canyon, because I'm carrying some like radioactive equipment with me. And if they tell me I can't take that on the plane, then I go wherever the hell my equipment goes. And if I stay in the States, I stay in the States, because I don't leave my equipment anywhere.
I am manifesting that.
I hope not, because my flight that would tell me that would be in Washington, and I don't think I'm taking rave clothes with me, so I would just stay in there, because the festival would be like 2 days later. so
you can just buy something there. Well, you're
gonna have clothes
at a vendor. That's the best place to get festival clothes.
Electro Threads just like mailed me clothes, and it's supposed to get here like soon.
So just bring it with you just in case, and then you'll have one outfit, and then you know that vendors have the dopest clothes. They have the fun what clothes, the cute ravey clothes, the shit that's one of a kind. Like, you know, don't even front.
For guys, they only have like Wookiee shit, and as much as I want to wear harem pants, they have like no pockets almost ever.
That's not true. They always have harem pants or pockets. All my harem pants got pockets.
My pockets ripped. But what festivals, we talked about the past festivals, what festivals aside from Base Canyon are we looking forward to this year?
So really excited for Base Canyon. I was supposed to be playing a festival in September, but I am no longer doing that due to just kind of reasons I'm going to keep private. I did Endless Summer Nights, which was really cool this month too, in August. But that already passed. And I was supposed to do Interstellar, couldn't make that because I lost my job.
Sometimes you gotta adult, honestly.
So I'm just making decisions out here.
Yeah.
but so Base Canyon, and then after that I have Imagine, and then I might be going to Lost Lands after Imagine. And then that'll be back to back. But the only reason why I originally wasn't going to go to Lost Lands and sold my tickets is because I couldn't do back-to-back festivals because of work. But now I'm on the road and just kind of like living off of like whatever money I make off of OnlyFans and running my friends' OnlyFans and like whatever I can off a line to pay my bills.
So quick little promo, DPlurPrincess, hit her up on OnlyFans.
Hit me up for the link. No nudity, all boudoir shoots, sexy stuff. I got a
risque.
Big butt. It's all fun though. It's all fun and games, good vibes. So now I might be doing Lost Lands because I can do back-to-back festivals.
Yeah, see, I can't because I'm old.
And then my friend Zoobstool is playing Witchy Wubs Fest in October. And he's like bringing me out.
And we love Zoobstool. Like definitely check him out.
We love Zoobstool. That's a shameless plug right there. We love him. And then honestly, after that, November, December, I'm gonna be chilling. I don't have many plans. I have had such a busy, like after doing nothing for a year and jumping right into stuff and going everywhere and like getting right back into like the flow of things. Like I need a freaking break.
Are you not going to EDC Orlando? I mean, that's literally where you're at, right?
Wait, just kidding. I have EDC Las Vegas and EDC Orlando.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
Jesus, I do. So if anybody is good at scheduling and is watching this, hit me up. I need a scheduler.
Hit me up.
Because clearly I don't know what I'm doing. When is EDC Las Vegas?
That is
October
also, that's
22nd?
in October. It's literally in 2 months.
October what?
I think it's 22nd, yeah. It's that weekend.
Just now realizing I got a booking in October.
Shut up. Is it really?
Yeah, I'll probably have to fly out late for EDC Las Vegas.
Yeah, I mean.
That sucks.
You are the master of your own mind and you will figure it out, I'm sure.
I'll just probably have to end up flying out after the booking. It's okay. I'll make it work.
Okay, so the people listening want to know, what is your favorite genre?
Dang. So that's a hard one because like I really feel like dubstep has like such a strong place in my heart. The genre that I'm gonna be doing is melodic dubstep because I'm a singer and I just feel that really like moves me. And I'm just like but I think it's just like out of familiarity that it's my favorite. You know what I mean? So like next to that, I would definitely say house.
Dang, house girl.
I love house. What? I love house. House gets me grooving.
I was just talking to Aspen and I was telling her that I literally listened to house from Colorado Springs to Denver. Just literally, I played like 4 songs on repeat. It's just like
it really do be like that.
It do be like that.
I don't know what genre Rufus the Soul is, but that's definitely like my favorite artist. So
yeah, man, I'm super upset I missed Rufus the Soul. But
you messed up. I didn't go either. But I know you messed up because
Red Rocks is always on Wednesdays and Thursdays. I'm just like, dude, give a brother a break. Like
for real.
I want to make these shows too, but on a Tuesday. Oh man.
Life's a party, man. You just gotta live with it.
So Rufus the Soul is one of your favorite DJs. Can you name?
Well, and it's I don't know if they're really.
Oh, I didn't know those were their. I didn't know that was their pronouns.
It's
Sorry.
3 people. I was saying it collective.
Oh, okay. Well, they're cool. But name 5 total DJs that are one of your top 5 favorites.
Okay, so this is a really hard one. Because I just appreciate the art so much that it's like it's hard for me to like narrow people into a box and to decide, like them being my favorite, because it's always like a mood, like whatever mood you're in, however you're feeling is who you choose to listen to. But I would definitely say that my top 5 are like Rufus the Soul. I really like Ulasile.
Company.
Excision. I really like Company, and I know I've talked about him a few times. But you're having me pick 5.
True. Top 5. Let's go.
So it's limited. 7 Lions. I love 11. Let me see, 9. This really big up and comer in the rhythm scene. His name is Pyro. Definitely makes my top 5. and Mala. I get
Really,
down. Frick,
Mala?
and Joyride too.
No,
Stop.
no, no. Naughty, not
See, we
naughty.
can't.
Naughty, naughty.
I told you you can't put me in a box, man.
That I mean, yeah, mine's very simple and stuff. So I don't know. I mean,
Who's your top five?
Dylan Francis, Sudden
Mm,
Death,
mm.
Subtronics, um,
Subtronics, bruh. Leveled
yeah,
up, bruh.
Ganja White Knight,
Ganja, bruh. Boogie T. See,
Boogie
how do
T,
you pick a
and Boogie T.
favorite?
I mean, I would probably leave it at that.
You're wild. I could never. I really love Lays and Cliptic.
There's tons of great, I mean, producers and DJs and
Lizzie
stuff, but
Jane. Bruh. Let me just shout out everybody I love right now. You did it to me.
I know. So let's dive in a little closer since we're talking about DJs and we're talking about you. Let's talk about your transition. So you have recently started producing music,
Yes.
playing music, and mixing music.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that. How did you get there? What's been going on?
So hard and so rewarding and so much fun. Anybody who wants to get into this and like really truly enjoys it and is not just going to sit there and be like, this is hard and give up, I 100% support, because I didn't realize. And although like I've always wanted to make music, I've always wanted to sing, like I never knew where to start, where to go, how to do it. I just knew that I wanted to. And then influencing, I mean, I didn't even like, influencing only happened because I was modeling. And my modeling turned into being an Instagram model, which turns into an influencer, promoter, whatever. So I remember when I was like getting all these followers and stuff like that, my cousin literally was like, I thought you were going to be a singer. Like, where did this come from? And I'm like, bro, just give me some time. I'm trying
And
to
even
figure
now,
this
you thought you were
out.
going to be a vocalist, and
Right,
then you do a whole
No,
360.
Well, it's a 180, but yes.
You know, a 220, whatever.
But like, so I at first really did not know what the heck to do. All the people like I really knew that made music like weren't really like, I wasn't really like conversing with anymore. So I didn't know, like I didn't have any backup. I just had the connections I made through promoting. So like it was really scary. But then I met like this really cool chick. Her name is Daisy Dubs. Check her out. And she kind of like, she's just like a kind soul that kind of like just showed me, you know, what she was doing and how she was doing it, and just kind of like encouraged me when I felt that I wasn't cut out for it, because it was really discouraging. And it's really hard, and everybody's doing it, it seems, and like everybody wants to be all stingy with their knowledge. And so it was just all like, but I was fortunate enough to find her, and she showed me how I was doing it, or how, sorry, she was doing it, and showed me like the thing that I was struggling with the most was learning production. Because production, like there's so much that goes into music theory, sound design, like just like anything, like edits, like there's just so many things that you can do with music. It's overwhelming, even though like edits aren't really, I mean, no, edits are kind of producing, because you're like, there's a lot of production that goes into it depending on how extensive the edit is. But like I was just overwhelmed. I was going in YouTube, couldn't find out what the heck to like make, or like what to look at. I had like a friend, shout out Eli, that actually made me like a YouTube like playlist of everything that would be helpful. But like I found myself watching and just having so many more questions and being frustrated that I didn't have a teacher. A lot of the synchro events fam, that's where Eli's from, was super supportive of my journey, super helpful, but they're all in New York. So like it was just like really, really hard to like just navigate everything. That wasn't until Daisy, you know, gave me her teacher and like told me how she's doing it, that I realized like I really don't have to struggle through it alone. Like I can find some type of mentor and make it work. So I'm really thankful for my teacher. She helps me so much. I'm not gonna name her because she can only take on so many students. So I don't want to like have an influx of people. So out of respect to her, I'm not gonna name her. But
or him.
Yeah, or him. So like I like having that teacher and someone who can sit there and show me like how to construct a drop that I want, or how to put my vocals on a track, or how to edit the vocals, or how to even mix, or how to edit. Like that has been so unbelievably helpful in my process. And I don't know why so many, it seems like a lot of producers and mixing people, DJs, kind of knock it, like from what I've like seen. And it really sucks. And I think those people are just kind of like scared of like maybe being knocked out of their spot. That's something I've really noticed going on the other side of things, is that so many people are so worried about how other people get their success. And coming from a raver, coming from a content creator,
do you think that's like a DJ thing though? I feel like
I think it is an artist thing.
Okay.
I think that it might, like, it is prominent in artistry. I don't think it's just the DJ world, because I'm sure there's other I'm sure there's other realms, like maybe even rap, like where people just don't want to share their secrets because it's all a competition to them.
Yeah.
But someone like me is kind of like threatening, because I don't look at it as a competition. I kind of look at it as like we're all here to kind of achieve the same goal, and there's plenty of slots for anybody and everybody. There's plenty of years.
Sometimes and that kind of depends, because I was just talking to somebody else about this, how like I had this DJ friend who landed a spot at a festival, and other DJs asked to be at that festival and they didn't get it. And it's like, oh, okay, well, like, you know, I work harder, I grind harder, this and this. Like,
that sense of entitlement is where that it's like it just needs to die. Like that's such an ego trip. And like there's no reason to sit there and be like, I worked harder than this person, I've done more than this person, because you don't know. Is that person your best friend? Did you grow up with them? Do you know what they've been through and how hard they have worked to get to what they did? No. You know what they tell you, you know what they show you. So in reality, that entitlement is so toxic, and that's what's going to continue to keep you out of the successes that you want. Because if you're going to sit there and say that I worked for this, then no, like, why do you think that you get it or that you deserve it more than the next person? Because like, I know for a fact that people are talking kind of like smack about how I'm choosing to do this. Like maybe I'm cheating or something, but like in reality, like they don't know what I've been through. They don't know the type of traumas and trials that I had to go through in order to really decide and figure out my sound and who I want to be and finding myself and finding my voice. They really don't know. So yeah, maybe you've been producing music longer than me, but like maybe you had an easier life than me, and maybe you had something that I didn't get growing up, so you had that opportunity. Like that, like they're like, go read a book, my guy, on some enlightenment, like, because you needed it.
you know what's going on as well is, ever since like subsidiary records became a thing, any and all DJ producers, the moment their song gets, you know, signed with subsidiary records, all of a sudden they think that there's big hot shot that deserves everything coming to them and all the festival slots. And I'm sorry, dude, just because you got one song you know, under subsidiary records doesn't mean that you're going to be eligible to go to every single festival and be playing at every festival. But like you said,
that's
entitlement.
An amazing step. I think that's an amazing step. I think if you got something signed on subsidia, fucking go you. Like, yes, you are a queen, you are a king, you are making that shit work for you, and kudos to you. However, just like getting signed to any other label, it's just a signing. It's just one signing. You still have to work hard. You still have to play hard. You still have to do, you know, you still have to make your connections. You can't just be like, oh, here, I made subsidia, like, let me in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have to work still. Like
I knew another
just
DJ,
as if you got signed with someone else, you're still gonna have to work.
I knew another DJ who was talking smack about this female DJ, and you know, he was like, I don't know why she's playing under Blunts and Blondes. That doesn't make any sense. Like, my music's signed under subsidia, hers isn't. This and this, and I'm like, dude, what? He's like, well, she just knows the artist, which is why she's playing. Like, oh, baby, that's part of the game.
Oh, honey, you didn't do networking like you were supposed to. Are you gonna cry about it now?
And I think that's what's great about, like, you know, you as a content creator going DJing. You already had the networking down. Half the game is already completed.
I worked smarter. Like, I worked way smarter. I didn't work as hard as you, and that's okay. Like, you can take that L. It's all right. I'm gonna stop being funny.
You know, we're humble. We're humble.
We're humble.
But I think that people need to like understand that, you know, being an artist takes more than just being able to play music on SoundCloud. I am
It
so
takes,
sorry.
I remember I saw this tweet from someone I followed the other day, and they were like, stop wasting your time complaining about the fact that music is now such a social media based project and start getting social media based. You want to go somewhere, change with the times. You want to be something, change with the times. You think that like you know how many artists started off with one genre and they started switching it up because they're like, oh, like maybe I should go into this one. This one's a little more hoppin'. It's changing with the times. It's getting with it. Like it's like there's so much more to everything than music, and there always has been. And like you just have to work hard on your craft and make sure that you're having as much fun and connecting with as many people as possible in order to really do something.
No, I completely agree. So what struggles, stigmas, what kind of like stuff have you gone through personally?
Getting really annoyed with people saying that I'm just having sex with people. Anyways, keep going.
Oh man. Honestly, that is a big stigma with female artists, that if you are making music or you're, if artists are sharing music with you and all that stuff, you're probably fucking them.
Which is a whole lie. A whole lie. And I enjoy sex as much as the next person, but I'm not the type of person that needs a connection. I really need to know, I really need to know that person is not just like a surface person, which is very prominent in the industry. Everybody's kind of fake friends, everybody's kind of acquaintances, they're cool with each other, whatever. But like that's not how I work. Like I can date a bunch of people, go on dates, kiss them, cuddle them, whatever. But like when you get to that, like that comfortness and that exclusivity of sharing your body with someone, that's just not me. I don't just do that with anybody. I've been through that. I had my whole phase back in high school. Sorry. But like I already did that. I don't need to anymore. I know as an adult what I want and what I'm looking for. So I don't need to just have sex with a bunch of people to get anywhere, because I know that if I try hard enough and I like just work, then I'm gonna achieve anything I want to achieve. Because if I can, lose 80 pounds, become a model, become an influencer, and then follow my dreams as an artist, then I can do anything, just like anybody really can. It's all about the determination. So that's definitely something that's super annoying, is that people think that I'm just fucking the crew or like out here having sex with just anybody, because it's not a fact. That's one thing that's really annoying. And the next thing is just kind of like the back-ended talk that goes on, like, oh, like, she was an influencer, like no, she's this and that, like oh, like what does she even influence, or like,
oh, I hate that.
Like, oh, we're going to go to the festival anyways. Okay, but like, how do you know about the festival? Like, you're not following the festival, you're following me. So like,
exactly, that the festival's brand new. The only reason you're even hearing about it is because of me. That
like,
and
no, I didn't.
And I'm offering you free tickets. It's a contest here, entries. Like you know how many contest influencers post? A lot. Like, you're welcome. Those are free festival tickets that we literally give out.
Right. And that's just like other thing. There's just like I feel like, it's not like I'm just like the type of person that posts like something and is like, oh, hey, let's go to this festival. I like am talking about my days and my trials and my tribulations. I'm being relatable. I'm being open and vulnerable and honest.
Completely transparent.
People don't see that. They think like I'm just like some other girl that's just like trying to DJ now and just trying to do, like, they don't know me as the true artist that I've always been. I've grown up to be. Like, I have been writing songs since I could, even really comprehend what writing songs is. I have been going to vocal lessons since I was, like 16. I was flown out to New York and to live with my sister so I could do vocal lessons. Like, it's something I've always wanted to do, but my timing with my life has always messed everything up. So all these people like talking smack on what I'm doing and how I'm doing it is so annoying. Like, you don't know me. You don't know what I've been through, because I promise if I told you, you would shut the fuck up. If I told you all the things that I had actually gone through, like, and actually laid out my story, you would not have anything to say about how I got to where I'm going, because I went through enough suffering to be now working hard to get to where I'm going. And that's just like the things with like the internet. That's just a thing with like being a public figure, having lots of followers, whatever it may be, is people see that, they only see what you show them and they're like, oh, she has an easy life. Okay. Like, It's not really
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
I get that all the time. People are like, "Oh man,
Right.
your life is so cush. All you do is travel. All you do is go to festivals." I'm like, I'm actually working most of the festivals, and if you see me, I look like I'm having a terrible time because I'm literally recording.
Exactly.
Like I'm like
Literally out here just trying to work.
if I'm recording full sets, how do you think those sets got there? I wasn't partying, I'll tell you that. But people don't understand. People don't understand what they can't see firsthand, and they do see surface level like Instagram
And I
page.
can't get mad at them for that, because there
You
was a
can't.
point in my life, in my time frame, before like I really started waking up and kind of ascending into a being that just wants to understand and empathize and feel everything. There was a point in my life where I would just sit back and hate people that were doing better than me. And I will admit that I have done a lot of things and said
Mhm.
a lot of things to hurt people, bring people down, try and get up on them. And like that, like life was just tiring. It was just so tiring
I,
when you can spend
yeah.
all that energy on yourself. You can literally take the time that you are taking to put down a person,
Mhm.
belittle a person, get a person out of the position that you want them to be them in, into yourself, and achieve something way greater than maybe they ever will. But because you're choosing to sit there and be a hater, you're not getting anything done. You're literally
Yeah.
sitting at your computer, at your phone, when you could be going for a walk, when you could be eating a nice home cooked meal. You can be working on a craft that you didn't even know was your passion. Hello, until you were actually passionate about it and you could follow through with it. Like you could be finding yourself, but you're choosing to try and diminish someone who has already found themselves. For what? For
100%. And
what?
it's like, and people are like, oh, if it's so easy, you just do this and do that. Like you're diminishing what they're doing. And if it's so easy, why don't you do it?
Why do you do it? I do it.
Go
Like,
ahead.
oh, you're just a hot girl taking cute pictures. Okay, then you put in all the hours of the makeup and the
You go
hair
ahead
and
and
the
do it
stuff and the
then.
clothes and the planning. Like, you go ahead and do it if it's so dang easy.
Exactly. If it's so easy, then fucking do it. I'm sorry, but we post every day. Our stories are always on point. Like we're constantly doing things. I'm like, and it takes money to make content. We can't just make content in our bedroom. We could try.
I mean, that's what a lot of people did, which was, I mean, kudos to those content creators. But that's what really took me out of the content creating. I hit such a deep depression and
Mhm.
misunderstanding and loss of myself all of COVID. I stopped content creating. I stopped really realizing. I lost sight of what I was really even doing. I was like, I don't want to just be pretty for the rest of my life and
Yeah.
look good and post pictures and motivate people. I want to motivate people in ways that's like so much bigger than just being an Instagram model. And I feel like there has like ever since I started kind of like when I started being like an Instagram model, like I showed what I was doing, I explained what I was doing, I messaged people back, I like gave everybody so much insight on the process of doing. Like I would like post like a photo shoot and I would like list what I had to do to get there.
Mhm.
And like a lot of content creators, like you'll go on and you'll see like them just kind of talking about themselves, and maybe they won't respond to a DM about how you got there. And that happened to me so many times when I was trying to figure it out, that like I vowed that I wasn't going to be that type of person. Granted, I do miss messages. I can't get to everybody, and I don't mean to do that. Um, that's something that really sucks, because I like reached a point where like it was really hard to keep up with stuff. Like I was just depressed and I was just going through it, and everybody took it as like me like just not wanting to share my secrets,
Yeah.
because it's really hard to view us as like real people. But like I always wanted to like help everybody, and now there's been such an influx of influencers and content creators and just Instagram girls, that like I realized that like I was really doing something that was, to me now, easierly obtainable.
Mhm.
um, because if you have a good camera, good lighting, a fun place to do it, and a brand that's willing to send you clothes, you can do it. Like that's
Mhm.
that's literally all it takes. Like you just gotta,
Yeah.
just be
It's
kind,
it's
just
funny.
be fun, and like, you can do it. Like it's not hard. And I was sitting there
Yeah.
like realizing that, and I was like, I want something that's more challenging. I want to sit
Mhm.
here and create something that is mine, something that not anybody else can do.
Yeah, and I'm
And that's what
super
I was
proud
like,
of you, honestly. Like I mean, we
thank
talked on
you.
the phone over it and stuff, and I was, definitely one of your bigger supporters. Like, you need to do this. Like, this is 100% attainable.
Agreed.
This is what. And I think when I was telling you that, I was telling myself that too. I'm like, hey, you could do more. And I was like, you know what, man, we need to start. We need to start a podcast. We get out of our comfort levels and let's do something, because the world isn't gonna stop for us, and we need to stop asking for change and just change it.
And just change it. You just got to go out and do what you're trying to do, and stop sitting back and wondering what it is, and just go for it.
I had, I guess, similar DMs as well, but it's funny because you probably get DMs from female, right? Female like Instagrammers and stuff, like asking you to like, grow your following, or
yeah. So like the people who are looking for advice usually are like females. There's not too many dudes. It's
funny because mine are all dudes. And it's great.
That's your demographic. That's, I mean, like you're showing dude outfits. You're showing like that
true.
Stuff.
It's true.
Like,
I look, my insides is like 65% dudes. So
me too. I mean, me too.
Truth.
I looked at my insights and I was like 60% dudes and like 40% women. I think that math is correct. I was always really proud because I always had 50-50, but like lately it's like,
you know, with a little risque, a swish. Yeah, no, and like, you know, I get a lot of guys asking for advice, this and this, and and it's rewarding in a sense that people want to hear your advice and what you had to say, and it's like
they want to know what you got to say. They want to know how you did this, how you put this together, like 100%. What can you help me do? That's like really tight. That's a really cool feeling.
You know, and then like I was in Bab's Life podcast. If you guys don't know about that podcast, check it out, Bab's Life. So I was in
Life. We love him. We love
Jacob. Yep. And we talked afterwards and stuff, and he was like, okay, like what cameras do you use? What's going on? He's like, I want to create more content and I just want to know like what you use. And he was like jotting everything down. I'm like, you know, getting questions like that is so rewarding. It really is, because it's also beneficial to them, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something in the community. I'm helping you out, and you see they see that.
That's all I want.
Yeah, they see that, and that's fantastic. But let's go back to the DJ stuff, right? So I'm really fortunate to know another female artist like yourself, right? And it's like, what is your opinion on female artists taking over, or not taking over, but like reaching, you know, the same milestones as a male artist, right? Like there's been a surplus.
Long overdue.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I think it's a beautiful thing. I think that there should be an equal amount of women and males in this field. Like, no hate to any men at all. Like, if you got that power, like there is amazing, strong, passionate men, and I'm not knocking them at all. However, I do feel there's also a surplus of men who really kind of take advantage of things and take advantage of women and take advantage of people. And those are the people that are getting the spotlight as well. And I don't like that, because I know plenty of men who have, you know, done bad things to my friends. I've heard about them doing bad things, or like I don't ever really listen to like people who say, oh, this person did this to my friend. I usually only listen to people who will come to me with facts about their personal experiences. But like I've heard like of just like kind of like a few bigger names, a lot of smaller names of men who just like they like dangled their, you know, DJ-ness, they dangled their pride like over the heads of women to use them. And it's fucking sick, but you know, women do it too. So I'm not like hating. I mean, I guess I am kind of hating. I'm just kind of hating on people at that point. But like, I definitely love the movement. I love that there is a huge movement, because I think that the women are it's not equal between men and women in any part of the world.
Yeah, I think they're underrated, honestly.
Absolutely. And for whatever fucking reason, any girl who makes good music, they automatically assume it's ghost produced.
Oh, 100%.
Like they're automatically like, oh, her boyfriend did it, or oh, she's paying someone to do it. Bro, do you know how many guys are ghost produced? Do you know how many dudes I know that literally pay people to make their music, and they're making these slots?
Excision was ghost produced.
Excision is ghost produced. That man is freaking busy. He already made his name. He doesn't have to keep making his music. Like, when you get to that point, that's a whole nother story. When you were already put in that damn work and you're having festivals, running a label, finding new artists, bringing more
that man
quality
is
to the
busy,
scene,
busy. Yeah.
you don't need to make your own music, honey. Go ahead and do whatever you got to do. I support you.
Yeah, he is
But
headed. I mean, Excision is just one of those OGs that is just headed towards the right direction. And I mean, it's crazy to think how far he's
he's
gone.
he's the biggest blessing to the community, I would tell you right
Honestly. And it's like,
now. Biggest blessing.
You think of like other big names, but other big names, they haven't done what he has done. He's literally built an empire. It's
Biggest blessing. He built an empire, and not only did he build it, he said, let me help everybody who wants to be in
with
that.
his Subsidia records and
Subsidia, like booking undergrounds, like all of it.
So getting into like your music and stuff, let's give a quick shout out to all the DJ friends you have that have been helping you through this journey. What's going on? Has anyone been helping you out with songs, sending you things? Like let's give them a quick little shout out.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my God, I got so many good homies. So I'm gonna shout out Sora. I'm gonna shout out Pyro. I'm gonna shout out Zoobstool. I'm gonna shout out Wonka. I'm gonna shout out Freaky. I'm gonna shout out Lizzie Jane, Daisy. I'm gonna shout out Lays. Lays is my freaking girl. If you are not supporting her, you are behind the motherfucking tracks, girl. You gotta get on that. Lays is going to be one of the biggest females in dubstep. I just feel it. We got Lays, we got Cliptic, we got who else? I love all my homies. Oh my God. These people have really they have just showed me such a genuine true love and getting me to where my heart and passion is just trying to go when I'm blind because I don't know where I'm going. And it's just when you receive that type of love and genuineness, is just it's so crazy, especially with how I grew up.
It's definitely why I want to shout them out, because I know, we
got Shizlo. Hold on, I'm not done shouting. Hold on, I'm not done. We got Shizlo.
all the names.
We got Shizlo. We have Blade of Beats. He's more of a hip hop, but he's always just giving me so much love. We have who else? I'm trying to think of some females. I only have a couple females right now. But off rip, that's who I can really think of. We got Flip Switch. He also really helped me. He actually showed me what the knobs mean. Right. And that was really cool because the knobs are really important and I had no idea. Who else has helped me? I really want to say though, Pyro has helped me a lot, on the scene and off the scene, emotionally. Really helped me kind of realize that I can do what I want to do. So that was really tight of him.
And him Pyro's and Sora, young, right?
Him and Sora are 18, 19.
Oh, Sora is too?
Years old. Yeah.
Okay.
And they are insane producers. It's wild. We got Amorphic. Amorphic has been nothing but kind to me as well. There's another female. I believe her DJ name is pronounced Aria. Pronunciations of names, so hard.
I know.
So crazy. So different. So yeah, we'll stop from there for now.
Yeah, I mean your support system.
I'll have you tag them later if I can think of them. Oh, and Twin Beats. Twin Beats, that's my dog too. His name is Ryan. He's amazing. He has literally been on so many other ends of the phone calls. It's just wild. But also, I already know you shouted out to Shizlo, but Shizlo has been such a just a light in my journey because of how willing he has been to work with me and how dedicated he has been to keeping him updated on my project. He's definitely a bigger artist, signed to Subsidia, just came out with Ice Cream, the dubstep, the literal anthem of the summer. So I'm very, very thankful for him too. Again, I already mentioned him, but super thankful.
Nothing but love. And
love.
Do you have any events coming up?
Yeah, Bass Cannon's next weekend.
No, I meant are you playing at any coming up?
Right, I do that. Forgot about that.
You're kind of a DJ
I said,
now.
that one festival was I unfortunately could not make anymore and had to back out of, but I will be in Texas for an Afterlife event October 22nd, and that'll be my debut.
Dang.
I'm really excited. This team has been like nothing short of amazing to me. So like I'm really blessed for this.
Okay, so let's talk about rebranding. Are you going to be doing that? Are you going to stick with Plur Princess? What does your heart tell you? What are we doing? Talk
my
to us.
heart
The
lives
world
within the
wants
Plur
to know.
Princess.
Yeah.
My whole entire heart lives here, but I know I have to rebrand. I know that it's just not like I have to segue from like being an influencer, content creator, promo girl to an artist. And that's just what it is. So I don't know how I'm going to rebrand. I know that Flume at one point wasn't Flume, and Liquid Stranger at one point was, oh my God, no, he's definitely top 5. Liquid Stranger, sorry.
No. You missed your chance.
I take back one of them. He's a 5, okay?
Who are we taking out?
Anyways, so if Liquid Stranger at one point wasn't Liquid Stranger and Flume wasn't at one point not Flume, then I guarantee you that I will be okay not being Plur Princess at one point.
What are like the name options that you're thinking of right now?
So we got like, I have a lot of name options. I got a lot of people telling me what they like, what they don't like. I got like Daddy Dom. I got like, what's another one? Demonic. No, not Demonic. Dominate. That was the one. See, you're my homie. I love you.
I got you.
We got Dominate. I really like Unity. Because I feel like it still kind of goes with the whole Plur thing. And that's kind of like, I really hold on to that brand because of all my trials and tribulations, the times that I've been bad. And like, I feel like Plur is just really important to me. So I really want to stick with something along the line. So I really like Unity. But I just don't know.
The problem with Unity is there's already a company called Unity.
That's a company though.
Okay. You know, you gotta look out for your best interests, and sometimes clashing is just rough. It's like the whole Murata case when
that sucks. I can't imagine like popping off and then name change.
Oh my God, right in the middle too. That sucks.
Literally, yeah.
I remember going to a show and his name changed mid-show. I'm like, great.
It went from Macedon and all of a sudden at the end of the day it was Murata. You're like, whoa.
Yeah, so I just, you always got to be careful what names you choose. It's always great to have a really cool name, but sometimes it's like, okay, is my name going to clash with anyone else? So, okay, well, what advice, we're going to end it with this last question. What advice would you give to someone who is thinking about maybe starting music?
Do it. Just do it. No breaks, all gas, just go for it. Figure out what you like, figure out how you want to do it. Look for teachers, go to Patreon, look for freaking teachers. Just like type in what genre people are, type in your favorite artists, see if they have an account. So many artists offer one-on-one lessons, and like to have someone sit there with you on Zoom and go over the software that you're trying to learn is going to be way more efficient and beneficial than sitting there and trying to look at Google and YouTube for hours. So do it. There are sources, there are ways, there are things that you can do. You do not have to just sit there and wonder how I'm going to do it. All you have to do is get there, get to that point, have that passion, and realize it's going to take you a long motherfucking time. You're not going to wake up in the morning and all of a sudden your shit has 10K. I mean, I don't know. Depends on if you use TikTok. That should be popping.
Truth. Oof.
Use TikTok. That's another fucking. 100%. I don't use it, but like use it. Like definitely.
You do use it sometimes.
I use it sometimes. Yeah, I do have a few things out there.
It's just like those are followers that you never had. Like you just go on TikTok. That's like the best advice anyone could ever give you. TikTok is definitely worthy of like grabbing followers and content.
Oh yeah. That's another thing. Like use your socials, man. Like get on there and give the people the truth. Get on there and give them your daily life. Tell them what you're doing. Like I'll sit there and I'll be like, oh, I've been working on this mix. I've been working on this. I'll post pictures of my dog. And I used to be posting pictures of just my ass. And that now gets more love and affection and attention than anything I post about a festival. And I'm okay with that. I love that for me. So like, it's like people don't want to see all your flyers and everything you're doing with music. They want to see your life. And that is what is going to make you attract attention. And so if you can sit there and not give up and focus on yourself and show everybody what you're doing to get to where you're going, surefire way.
Okay, that's fantastic advice. So if these people want to see your life, Domenique, can you tell the crowd where they can find you?
So I am DPlurPrincess Princess on Instagram. I am DPlurPrincess Princess on Twitter. I think DPlurPrincess Princess on Twitter or TikTok. I want to say.
Think so.
They have like a weird like user thing. I don't know if the user blah 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 is what like your name is, but it should be DPlurPrincess Princess on TikTok. I don't really post there much, so like just shoot me to follow if you want. And then I have a YouTube that I don't use, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, you can find me all there. DPlurPrincess@gmail.com if you want to send me music too.
SoundCloud?
SoundCloud also DPlurPrincess. No, it might just be Plur Princess. I think.
Oh, it is. It's just Plur Princess.
Yeah, on
right.
SoundCloud. Yep. Plur Princess on SoundCloud.
So if you want to check out her music, any new releases and stuff, Plur Princess on SoundCloud is definitely the bet. Okay, guys, thank you guys for listening to me and Domenique chat on the podcast. This will be released every 2 weeks. So if you guys want to check out any other episodes, just check up in the next 2 weeks after this episode. Plur Princess, thank you for coming on. It was such a privilege.
Thank you for being you. I freaking love you. You know this. We talk every day, guys. We're best friends.
All right. I love you.
I love you. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks for listening, guys.